I have to say the whole week has really been quite extraordinary. I have a speech which is here, but actually I think I'm going to ignore all of that and just, in the true form of being involved in the arts, just wing it. I know, very brave. I suppose for the last while, as we were preparing this event, in the true Irish way, I kept saying, no, it's low key, it's very low key. Yeah, the President is coming, but actually it's really low key. And then we sent out the invitations, and so many RSVPs came in, and with them so many good wishes, that actually I stopped talking about a low key event, and I started talking about a celebration. And actually I think that's what this is today. It's just not a celebration about Draiocht. It's just not Draiocht's 10th birthday, even though it is. But actually it is much more about a celebration of a community. And it's a celebration of all of us. And I suppose one of the things that strike me is that when I was a kid growing up in Dublin, the north side of Dublin, I went to school, like most people, for 14 years. I went to a convent school. And in those 14 years, I went to one cultural event. And I remember it really clearly. It was our school's 100th birthday, which was the only reason we got out. And they took us to see Raiders of the Lost Ark. So picture this, 1,000 screaming girls watching that boulder come towards Harrison Ford. I can still hear the screams. But I suppose on the other side, I happen to be lucky, I suppose, because my parents, and in no way was this articulated at home, but actually my parents knew that going to the arts was actually a really incredible thing. They knew it mattered to us as kids, they knew it mattered to us as a family, and they knew somehow that actually we needed to participate in some kind of cultural identity. So every now and again, a few times a year, not too often, they'd all pack us into a Renault 4, I don't know if any of you remember them. I had a bumpy bit on the back seat, so we fought over that, myself and my siblings. We all packed in, and we went to the gods of the Olympia. Has anybody ever been to the gods in the Olympia? There wasn't even seats. I mean, for God's sake, there wasn't even seats. There were those awful riser things, and there was this like metal grill so you'd stop you to falling over. And there I saw the most extraordinary selection of work. So everything from like rock operas to the Irish National Ballet to Tony Kenny singing about that coat, you know. And then we go home and we stop in Summerhill and we get 3 bags of chipper chips and we'd go home. And when we were a bit posher, a bit more affluent, we got a Ford Katina so we could make it over to the south side. So we went to Kiltorier over in Monkstown, and there I watched lots of people, including my mother, much to our embarrassment, dance like I have never seen people dance. And I suppose as I got older, I always thought how lucky I was to have those parents who knew that actually it mattered. It mattered that their kids got access to the arts. Didn't matter really what kind of arts, just once it was the arts. And I suppose that really informed me as I grew up. So I suppose 30 years later, here we are. The arts is now in the curriculum, and there's now a network of venues, just like Draiocht, all over this country. And that, in a lot of ways, is due to local authorities and the funding that they put in. We have to be forever indebted to them. And it's incredibly important that we're here. It is incredibly important that people get options, that people have choices, and that the arts are part of that option. We need it. It is our right as citizens. And I feel incredibly strongly about that. And I know now that there are 10-year-olds living in this area who have never known a life without Draiocht. and who have never known a life without the arts. And I think, how amazing is that? Look what we've done, and we really should be proud. Recently, because it's our 10th birthday and we were doing, Nicola, amazing Nicola, wherever she is in the room. Oh, there she is. We were doing various interviews, and a journalist asked me, what was our biggest achievement. And actually my instinct, of course, is just to roll off, all of those achievements that we know we have. It's on our website, in case anybody wants to check. www.draiocht.ie. Nicola will be proud of me. They're there, they're listed. But actually they're all the easy ones, They're the awards, the milestones, the things that we can really easily write down and go, there you go, that's what we do. But actually, there is another list, and it is much longer, and actually, in a lot of ways, it is a much better list. But I don't have it, and Draiocht doesn't own it, because actually it's yours. It is a list of all of those moments that have happened in this building. It is all of those points of connection. It is why Draiocht matters. It is why all of us collectively do what we do so lives can be changed. And I think they have been changed in this building. I have to trust it, but every now and again I get to talk to people and I actually know that that's what we do. So all of you should be incredibly proud, because that's what you do too. And I suppose, I know myself and the manager, I had a sneaky peek at his speech earlier, as I can. So I don't want to do a lot of duplication, but actually there are some people that I would like to personally thank. First of all, I would like to thank all of the councillors of Fingal County Council. We need the money. I'm sorry. But we do need the money, because, as I said earlier, what we do is incredibly important. It affects people's lives, and it is vital. And you can just see the amount of people who are here today. And all of these people want to engage. And they're citizens of Dublin 15, and this is what we do, and this is what we do best. And I know Fingal County Council are extraordinarily supportive, and I know, even through the tough times, that they will continue to be so. I would also like to thank David O'Connor, our manager of Fingal County Council, sitting over here. And David has been chair of Draiocht for a number of years now, and he has stayed with us throughout his own career development, so as county architect, as county planner, which probably isn't really the right title, but kind of county planner, and now as county manager. And he has been such a strong supporter, and even though his time, I'm sure he's got a million people pulling on him, he has always been with us and attends meetings, and I have his mobile phone number, so that's great. I'd also like to thank Rory O'Byrne, who's a county arts officer. He's over here. Rory, there's so much I could say about Rory. He has been my mentor and my guide since I took over the position as director in 2003. He is incredibly generous with his time, his thought. He is an absolute believer in the power of the arts. Loves visual arts, which is always a good thing. Has a very good eye. And I can't tell you how indebted I am to him personally and professionally. So, Rory, thanks. I'd like to also thank all of the staff in the Arts Office, so Sarah and Caroline and Julie. I think they were here earlier, but I can't see them. I do also want to thank all the blokes from the Facilities Department. So Mark, Damien, Fergus, Willie and George, wherever you are, we keep buying you that coffee. That's all I'm saying. to the Arts Council, of course, who funded us in our first year and keep funding us, which is fantastic. And I would like to thank the amazing staff in Draiocht, who are all there somewhere. They made me cry earlier. I'll admit that now, because I was thanking them for all the work. They do extraordinary things behind the scenes. They don't often get thanked. Without them, Draiocht just wouldn't be the organisation it is. So I will need
our audiences, our participants, all of the local groups, all of our actors, our technicians. You all have shaped us, you have informed us, you have challenged us, which is also very important. And you have informed us to be the organisation that we are today, the organisation that we are now celebrating. We are here for you, we are of you,